guys have any like hard stats of like how many patients you've helped, how many people have come through your thing, what you've impacted so far?
Yeah, so in 2021, right at the end of 2021, total number of patients seen were 55.
Okay.
Total.
Okay.
Yeah, so we did a very limited minimal viable product.
Yep.
Launched it right at the end of October. We saw 7 patients in October. Total of 55 that year. Now we're seeing over 11,000 a month. Every month in just Manitoba, Nunavut, and Northwestern Ontario. And we are, very, very close to ready to expand across country. Yeah.
That's 11,000 people a month who maybe can't go to places, and you're able to click
Could
a
end
button
up in
and
a
see you
merge
guys.
or
Yeah, so we know there are 11,000, and initially when we first started collecting these stats, 15% of them would have gone to a merge.
Okay.
But now it's actually 25%. And it's because a lot of the emerges are now, when you get to triage, not all of them across the province, but there are a good number that you get to triage, they'll see it's a 6 to 8 hour wait, and they'll say, okay, you know what, try this, use QDoc. And then, so we have patients that they know they're in a merge, so they would have gone to a merge, so they're getting diverted to us.
That feeling of, being able to help and impact that world and really just see your idea coming to fruition. What does that feel like? Like that feeling, I often can't even put into words when we're sitting in QDoc's living room and we changed all the furniture around and we're talking to amazing individuals. What does that feeling feel like when you
It's a great feeling. I mean, I think, from a technical perspective and, from a developer perspective, it's so rewarding to be building software that is helping people, right? And I know our team gets fueled by the comments that we see in sort of the Google reviews. And I think we have, I get the number wrong all the time, but we have how many Google reviews?
About 2,700 or so.
Yeah, so 2,700 with about 4.9 rating, but it's the comments. When you read the comments about like how, it really helped, right? And especially people with kids, right? And you didn't have to go to the emergency department, right? Or anyway, it's very rewarding. And I know our software developers, they get like it's so motivating for them.
Do you guys how often do you guys take the moment to like reflect and like think about those kind of things, or is it like, okay, we got to expand, we're in 4 provinces, territories right now, we got to go more, we got to go more?
Yeah, I mean, I think when it comes, what I try to do is bring some of these stories to our developers, because I reflect on it often, because I try to go on the platform and see patients.
And you see it firsthand too.
And I see it firsthand. So how grateful people are, and I'm looking into the living room, and I'm like hanging out with their kids as a pediatrician, right? Like through the video, and it's very rewarding to be able to do, and they are so happy, and that really translates to, to me being happy to be able to help them. But the developers don't see that firsthand, so sometimes I'll bring them stories, right? I'll bring them stories of, and we actually have a QDoc, we just started a QDoc patient visit of the month that the doctors will send in, something cool that happens, something cool there. So we've done things like diagnose lymphoma via QDoc. Like, so we had a patient that was seen a few times in emerge, it's sometimes difficult to diagnose, and they're seen by QDoc. The doctor picked up on something that needed a CT, did the CT that same day because he was worried about a lymphoma because it caused certain things like itchiness, and anyways, a large node right here, and it picked up lymphoma. Right, there's another one that that we saw that was really rewarding. And I often tell this one because most often when we see patients, it's pretty simple. Helps them not have to drive to a doc, not have to wait 6 to 8 hours. But there's occasional time when you can really, really make a huge difference. And we had this patient had just been seen at a walk-in, 24-day-old. It was ex-preemie, so they were born early, like at 35 weeks. And the parents didn't feel comfortable with what they told, so like within an hour they were seen on QDoc. They were seen within 5 minutes of because of the matching, and they were seen by a peds emerge doc. Noticed very quickly that this kid was way sicker than they thought. Arranged for them to be met at the hospital by a pediatrician, emerge doc. They were intubated, ventilated. They're on their way to children's ICU within 3 hours. And that kid definitely would have died if they went to accessed. Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
those are cool stories.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many, right?
Yeah.
There's just so many of these things that are rewarding. And when you can tell that to your staff, it's hard for not to get wrapped up in it.
100%.
Investors, right?
Yeah.
They want to be part of it.
But equally